It's important to note for this conversation that 129 people lose their lives every day to suicide. This morning, we are talking about what we as leaders and parents and educators and community people that are involved in our community can do to be the change that we want to see in bringing the number down. Joining us this morning is the principal of Marksville Elementary, Nicole Gaillon. I think I got that right.
You did.
And also Alex Batts. He is from the Marksville Police Department. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. And so we were talking with Angie about something that's near and dear to her heart, ASIST, which stands for Applied Suicide Intervention Skills Training. And how did you connect with Angie, Nicole, to get into this ASIST class
Well,
or workshop?
I had received an email from our superintendent really encouraging those of us in the school system to take this course, being we're on the front lines with children on a daily basis. So that being said, I felt as the leader in my school that it should have started with me. So myself and my Dean of Discipline, we attended one of the classes, and then from that point forward, I now send, every time they have one, at least 2 people to their training.
I had a situation where family members called over the police department and advised that an individual was actually contemplating suicide, and I was a responding officer. Once I arrived on scene, I made contact with that individual. I was able to get them behind closed doors, just me and them, where we established a trust between me and that person. And they felt comfortable enough after a little while to advise me of the personal situations that were going on in their life, and that they were in fact thinking of suicide, and actually how they were going to do it. After several minutes of talking back and forth, something that is absolutely something you don't rush, a very serious situation, finally we both agreed that suicide just was not the answer. So we went ahead and we made a plan to where we can keep him safe until he got the help that he needed.
I get there.
And when you get there, you think what? What happens when you get there?
I just thought they were drinking.
Right.
And when I saw the bottom part of his legs, I thought maybe they had drank and he was hungover. He was taking a nap on the porch, and then I took a couple more steps, and then that was it. I saw the rifle, saw him laying there. His face was blue. I called 911. They were getting me to check for the pulse, and I was shaking so bad I wouldn't have been able to tell if he did or not. When I hung up with 911, they were on their way. I called my wife. She was in Houston with her dad.
How do you tell your wife what has happened?
Actually, I was a coward. I didn't tell my wife. I told my sister-in-law, they were together, and she told my wife. And so then my wife got on the phone, and I knelt down by Adam, and we prayed together with Adam for Adam. And then when I hung up with her, I laid down next to him. I held his hand.
What do you say to him in that moment?
I actually talked to him like he was right there, like he was still with me. I don't remember what I said.
Did you know at that moment that he was already gone?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I knew he was gone. Yeah, his face was cold and blue. I felt on his stomach, but his stomach was still warm. I had just missed it,
You just got there a little bit too late.
Got there too late. As I'm laying there with him, I keep smelling his neck with deep breaths, trying to burn the memory of his smell into my brain, so I'll never forget it.